Welcome to another video of Vision Seek. I'm kidding, I'll cut this out.
He puts it in.
How do you title the videos?
Generally, it comes down to like who the creator is first, in terms of their niche, and then we pretty much dive in, do a full audit, just have a look at the landscape in terms of that niche and that creator specific, and then we literally just do research. We either scrape channels that are currently doing well within that niche, scrape other channels that are like outside of the niche, and then pull out outlier titles. So what that pretty much means in like its simplest form is finding videos that are performing really well within like the recent time frame, and then we on our side pretty much just like creatively, but also in like a framework kind of way, we manipulate titles in accordance with the data we're getting. So, for example, let's say we're doing titles for like a channel. Let's say, for example, JC Frugal Rich, and he's currently in like the frugal, simple living, like minimalism kind of saving money space. So we would look around that space on YouTube around similar creators, and we would then tailor the content in terms of the title from what we're seeing through the data. We change up the titles in terms of that, if that makes sense. So yeah, just look at what's winning and just pretty much repeat what's already working.
So basically looking at the competitors within that niche.
Essentially, yeah.
I think that goes also back to back with finding ideas, because that was my next question, how to find ideas.
Yeah, so ideas are pretty much the same. You know, if you want to get that result, you just do ideas like that. But what I've found is like with ideas specific, it is like a lot of the creator has to come on board with ideas, because with idea specific, like a creator could be in a certain life situation or could be in a certain circumstance, and certain ideas wouldn't resonate, right? So with ideas, we can do it like the data way where we see what's working, but you'd want to try and do your own original ideas. Just tailor those titles to what's working. That's what we've seen works best. But we don't really see we do it quite a bit, like give ideas to creators. But what we've seen like the best creators do the best is literally if they have an idea already, and we can just like package it in a nice way, because that also makes the video different, and that's how they stay unique, is by keeping like their ideas. We got Dylan, drop servicing. So we know that his niche is drop servicing. So let's look up drop servicing in the YouTube bar, press enter. Cool, we can see that there's actually content around drop servicing, but also we can see that the subscriber base for drop servicing is like not that high. Like most of these guys are new. You see here, Zen Taylor, 934.
Competition says low.
You say, well, depends, you know, like we can't really tell with the competition just of yet from just looking at like this, because we can see that this guy has 38,000 subscribers. And if we had to go back, he has actually more. So he could be the leader in his space. So there's that.
Isn't competition more in terms of the creators that are pushing content in this niche? That's how I view it.
What do you mean?
What I mean is that in terms of competition, I'm talking more about these gurus competing with each other to push content. Not the actual people that watch it. Competition. Maybe that's what it means. That's the way I view it. That's why I said there's not a lot of competitors into this niche. So if we were to bring somebody new and scale their channel, the likelihood of their channel being scaled is higher, because it's not really a saturated niche.
Well, that could go two ways. It could be like there's not a lot of competitors in this space because the niche just doesn't work. Or we could say that if there's a lot of people in this space, that means that it's a proven format. So that means that it works. So if we see that there's not a lot of competition, and we see that he seems to be the most like biggest in his competition bracket, and he's not uploading, then it's like, okay, something's not working here. Either the content's not hitting or the people who are resonating with like drop servicing don't care anymore. Because it seems like I would love to know like what other stuff he's pushing, because he's just pushing his drop servicing. If we just have like a straight up view of it, you know, like right now, like just looking through, we can see that the actual top guy right now is the guy with the least subscribers, because he's coming up first and he's uploading probably. So let's. He uploaded a month ago, so also no consistency in this niche, it seems like. Let's see here. This guy, a month ago, no consistency, and these are the top videos when you type in drop servicing. So what does that mean? If we onboard him, we can tell him, yo, dude, just need to be consistent and you'll kill the space. In simple terms.
Yeah. Right off the bat.
So yeah, I mean, there's a lot more that goes into that, but just top level, if he just uploads more, he'll beat these guys and come up first. But if there's anything more to his business, if there's anything more specific to like what he sells, or like the content he's producing, or if he has a different type of ICP, then obviously things change in terms of strategy. But in top level, from what I'm just seeing with my eyes, yeah, there's not a lot of competition. He seems to be the top guy, but none of these guys are consistent. So that's one step to get ahead of everybody in this niche.
Yeah, exactly. This is basically, to summarize, analyzing their competitors, because you find that he does like drop servicing. We searched about it, we saw the competitors, and we saw that nobody was actually pushing content, and he has a much higher, you know, subscriber rate, which seems to be having a higher audience that he can leverage a lot by just being more consistent.
He could also, like, there's so many ways to think about it. He could also have just scooped up all the people in his niche, and that's why maybe he's struggling, because he's struggling to find new people. And YouTube's how you get new people, bro.
True.
When it comes to ideas, like, that's like the bare bones stuff. Like, a lot of people think that's a barrier, but it's not. Like, it's literally, there's no like real formula to this, bro. It's just like, yo, there's so many tools out here. Like, you need to actually do the research and figure out what it is you want to do, and then just find a tool for that. Dude, there's so many things. Like, I don't know how many AIs I've shown you. Like, I'm deep in this. Like, there's so many ways to get ideas. Dude, you can literally just ask ChatGPT for, like, talk to it for a couple minutes, and then it'll give you ideas, as long as you just give it all the context about like what you want.
That's what I started understanding even more. Like, you want to treat AI like you're talking to somebody, which really helped to get better results. But obviously, you cannot rely on AI 100%, because every time that he would get these scripts and these ideas, he would go there and just kind of tweak them a little bit, and but the rest was fine. Like, you could say that probably 90 to 80 to 95% was good, and then the 5% would be him just kind of tweaking it himself.